tonight's one of these nights where, I'm just going to like speak. I always say speak from the heart. I always do that. But I promised myself a few weeks ago that I would be more open with my thoughts to the world and getting back, not saying that I changed or whatever like that, but getting back to just purely being who I am. You know what I'm saying? And really connecting with my soul and giving that to the world. I just actually posted this on my stories, and I had so much to say. I was like, let me just go live. And so this might not be for everybody. If you don't have a Facebook, cool, I'll put it on YouTube tomorrow. But this might not be for everybody, but it's probably for somebody out there. Don't let people put you in a box. Don't let society put you in a box. Don't let society put labels on you and tell you what you have to be, what you have to do. Even if what you do is great and you're creating greatness in the world and society says, okay, you have to be this person. But if that person doesn't fulfill you, right, being that person doesn't fulfill you, then just know you don't have to be that person. And I know it's hard, when the world wants you to be something, right? Or the world validates something that you are, but that's not who you want to be anymore, whatever it may be. It gets tough, right? And so the thing I want to share with you guys tonight is when I say give your greatness to the world, just go do the stuff that you want to do. Make sure it's positive, but do the stuff that you want to do. If you want to create an album, go create an album. If you want to create videos, go do videos. If you want to open up an ice cream store, go do it. You want to sell popsicles just go do it. Whatever creativeness that you have that you want to do, just go do it. Who cares if people don't like it, people don't agree with it, all of that. When I started Rehab Time back in 2009, it wasn't cool to be, a motivational speaker then. It wasn't cool to, especially looking like me, it wasn't cool to be, yourself and be a speaker. Everybody has suits and ties, and I'm not trying to take credit for changing the landscape of it, but I know I was one of the people that made people really be themselves in this space. And that was back 11 years ago. In 2015, obviously Rehab Time got super big because of you guys. And, over the last few years, people, have tried to put me in a box by saying, oh, you're a personal development guy, or this or that. And I had this realization today as I was hiking and protecting my peace. I was just like, I'm none of that. I'm Rehab Time. I'm who I am. So yeah, I might go on stage and speak and do it with the best of them in the world. I might write a book. I might make a video. I might make an album. I might do a spoken word. I might create a workout. I might do whatever. And that's because my greatness can't be put in a box. And I say that to say your greatness shouldn't be put in a box neither. This world wants you to be certain things, and they put these labels. Don't let those labels stick, because your freedom is you being yourself, right? Your freedom is you being fulfilled. Even people say, oh, financial freedom. Listen, there's people that have financial freedom that still ain't free. There's people that are rich, but their soul is poor. So in life, just get really in tune with what fulfills you. Get really in tune with what brings you excitement, what brings you joy. As kids, we spend so much time chasing curiosity. We spend so much time just doing stuff, just creating with no even thought of people judging us. I watch my daughter, Maya, she's 3 years old. She doesn't even know what's good or bad. She doesn't care. She just creates. And as we get older, we stop creating because we're afraid to be judged, or we stop creating because people put us in a box, or we stop creating because we're just getting older and we live this same old routine, like in this simulation world. And we just get bored and our creativity leaves. And it's because we stop creating. It reminds me of a musician. I remember when I used to do music, and me and my friends, we would just be in the studio all night. We would lose track of time, and we just doing stuff. We didn't know, we just wanted to do it. And I remember when I first started Rehab Time, it was the same thing. I remember I would make videos, and this is before the world had an opinion of me. This is before the world knew who I was. I would just make videos, just make it. And then as you get bigger, right? And this is just me being totally transparent. I'm sharing this because I don't want you guys to, make the same mistakes that I made, or, if you're in this space, because I think once you become successful, a lot of other things happen, right? It doesn't mean that you're not staying true to who you are, because I'm always going to stay true to who I am. But when as you start to grow your creativeness, right, you start to think about, okay, what people want from you. Okay, you start to think about, okay, this is what the world wants from me. This is what I should create because this is what people want. And I'm not telling you to ignore that. If you have a gift to people, but you can't ignore what fuels your soul. You can't ignore what excites you. You can't ignore what keeps you curious. You can't ignore what challenges you. And so that's the journey that I'm on right now. I don't want to be put in a box. I'm going to do some stuff that people are going to probably look at me like, what is Trent doing? Like, what? And I don't care, because I have to do this for myself. And I encourage you to do the same thing for you. So whatever it is, whatever journey you want to go on, like, go on that journey, like, be different. And that's one of the biggest things that separated me in this space, this motivational space, is that I was different. I wasn't willing. I didn't want to be like the typical personal development guy. I didn't want to be like the typical motivational. I didn't want to be like that. I just did what I knew how to do. And so yeah, man, that's just kind of like a message that I wanted to share. It was just on my heart today as I was hiking and protecting my peace. I see so much greatness get contained because you think about what the world's going to think about it. You think about what the next person is going to think about it. Listen, the first step to being happy is trying to please everybody. There's people who are not going to like what you do. There's people who are going to change, but sometimes you got to make that album for yourself and not for the people. Sometimes you got to do things that fuel you and fulfill you and go into that journey. And it's okay, because if you're not growing, you're dying. And that's a decision that I made this year, that I'm going to do everything I want to do. So you guys going to hear an album from me. You guys going to see movies from me. You guys going to see everything. More spoken words, because I love spoken words. All of those things. And I'm going to still give you guys, what you guys love at the same time too. But you're going to see a lot of nature walks with me. You're going to see a lot of that stuff, because those are the things that really fulfill me and really excite me. And, everything else is cool too. I love everything else, but yeah, man. And even this too, like, be careful being around people who try to take credit for what you do. It's so funny because, and respectfully, because you have to, at the same time, when you're growing what you're doing, like, you can't expect someone to, put you on, or someone to help you out. You have to earn respect. You got to put in the work yourself. And, I did that for 10 years. Like, I don't know if there's a speaker out there who put in as much work as me. I don't know. Maybe it is, but you guys know I went on 32 city tours. I went from city to city. Like, it was a lot. And I wouldn't trade it for nothing, obviously. But, rehab time grew because of that. It grew because of rehabbers. I didn't have somebody shout me out. I didn't have someone, be my big brother. I didn't have anybody like that. Now, over the last few years, I've made connections and relationships, but it's only because of, 10 million followers on Facebook, So, but you'll have people that will try to take credit for the work that you put in. And you got to check those people. You got to let those people know, like, I appreciate what you're doing and what you did for me, what you're going to do for me. But, this was being built, years in the making. And so just keep grinding. Just keep taking your life to the next level, and just keep being creative, man. That's what it's all about, just being creative. And that's what excites me. And so this last few weeks, man, I've been so excited just to create, even like my video, like loyalty, everybody's in loyal tonight. Like, that's one of my favorite videos. And, I know it's not going to be my most viral video, but it's my most impactful video for myself, and I love it. And just brings a smile on my face. Like, I've created videos that, everything is pure for me, by the way. So I'm not saying I'm creating stuff just to create it, but I've created videos that I've liked and that went mega viral, 200 million views on Facebook. But I've created videos that I've liked more personally that, from my standards, didn't go viral. And I'm okay with that, because I like creating stuff. And so, yeah, if you take nothing from tonight, just don't let people put you in the box, because your greatness can't be put in the box. And when I mean by people, like even your fans and followers, right? Don't let them put you in the box, because they'll want a certain thing from you. It's like again, the best way I can put it's like an artist. Like I say that all the time. Like an artist creates an album that everybody loves, and then people get mad when the artist like goes on this whole journey. Like Weezy did that with his rock. Kanye did that with his singing. And people don't like, man, like I want this, the 2000, and I want this one. And while you can keep giving the world that person, if that's not fulfilling, you're going to lose yourself. And so you have to do things for yourself. And some people understand, some people won't. But at the end of the day, fulfillment is what you need. Peace is what you need. So I wanted to share that with y'all just from a place where I'm at. And if I can do anything differently, I would have probably come to terms with this a little bit earlier, just to be honest. Because, I felt like I stopped writing. I stopped doing things because I knew it would work. Just to be real, I knew what people wanted, and I wanted to give people what they wanted. Obviously, I wanted to help as many people as I can. But in doing that, I wasn't giving myself necessarily what I needed to at the same time. And so as a creative, you have to give yourself what you need to, while still catering to what people need also. So you got to find that balance somewhere as you create. And and forget titles. People say, Trent, you're a personal development coach. No, I'm not. I'm all for personal development. Cool, work on it. But I am rehab time. Because ain't too many people in personal development that can get on stage and do a spoken word. It ain't too many people in personal development that can, do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't really put in that box. I don't really put in any type of box. I need to change my titles on my Instagram bio. I don't want to be put as a motivational speaker. I just want to be Trent, a person who cares to help lives in any type of way. Yeah, a lot of people get caught up in popularity. They do. Yeah, because I'm not even gonna say successful people. Everybody does. Like if you're on social media and you just have the thought of social media has really made this tough. But if you're on social media and if you ever have the thought of like, I want to post this, but it's not going to get a lot of likes, you're caught up in the system. And we've all done that. Let's be real. We've all done that. We've all got to the point like, should I post this? Like, I really love it, but I don't know if they're going to like it. We all do that. And I got to a place a few years ago where I'm just like, I don't care about that. I'm just going to give what I want to the world, whether people like it or not. It fulfills me. And so, popularity is dangerous. Success is dangerous. I'm actually writing a spoken word right now that talks about that. I tell people, the best way to find yourself is to seek peace. Let peace lead your life. But so many times we're led by followers, we're led by significance, we're led by fame, we're led by all these things that we think is going to fulfill us. But there's so many successful failures in the world, right? There's so many people who work harder but don't have time to see their daughter. There's so many people stacking funds but not around to raise their son, right? Stuff like that. That's a successful failure. And I refuse to be that person. And I'm not that person. And so I want to stand up for just people. I want to show y'all that real, like behind the scenes. Like, I know a lot of y'all look up to me, whatever. Like I told him on stage in Toronto, I don't want to be your hero. Like I don't want to be your hero. I want you to look in the mirror and find your own hero. But I want to just show you the other side of this stuff, because a lot of people in my position, a lot of people in this space, they don't tell you this stuff because they want to sell you perfection, because, they got something to sell, or they want you to look up to them even more. So they want to seem like they have all the answers. And so, because a lot of people in the social media world, we buy perfection. Like, oh, this person knows it all. Okay, let me follow this person. And I always say, if you're following somebody that has never kept it a buck with you, if you follow somebody that's never had a conversation like this with you, never like had a reality talk with you, transparency talk, and not that fake transparency to make you feel sorry for them so they can sell you something. I'm talking about that real transparency talk, then I wouldn't follow it. Like for me, I don't want to follow a person that's just perfect. I don't want to follow a person that don't got no struggles, because I know that ain't real. I know they smiling for the camera, but dying behind the scenes, at the end of the day. So, and I want y'all to know that too. Like when you get on this social media stuff, man, stop hiding behind, filters and perfection. Like it's okay to be who you are. I could be way more popular than I am now, easily. Like it's simple. But I'm not willing to sell my soul for that. I'm not willing to ignore who I truly am. I'm not willing to lose myself for that stuff. I'm not. So I'm never going to like play this role of Hollywood for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I have it all figured out. Hell nah. I ain't doing that, because I know the result of that, and it's losing yourself. And there's so many people that are perfect online, offline, their life is a mess. And it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's really not. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. Just have some conversation. I know it's kind of late. I'm about to get to bed. And yeah, I just hope it helps somebody. It was just on my heart. And so I was like, man, let me come on live and share this. Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's like WWE. It's WWE, man. A lot of people really ain't about that life. That's all I'm going to say. It's WWE. And I ain't trying to talk down on anybody. But it's just like, I don't know, man. And we live in an age of information overload. Everybody got the answers. It's just crazy. Like, everybody's trying to be... And listen, I'm the first person to tell people, like, share your story. If you don't share your story, you're selfish. But what I don't agree with is people trying to position themselves as somebody when they haven't put in the work to be that somebody. Like, I promised myself that I wouldn't even release a course until it hit a decade. My first course, or coaching, until I hit a decade. I was like, I'm not going to coach anybody until I have a decade of putting in work on myself. And so it was last year that I started coaching people, because I spent 10 years of working on myself. But, you know, everybody wants to be this person or this figure, or they want to be famous, or they want to position themselves. And, you know, I don't know, man. It's whack. It's whack. It's getting to a place, like, honestly, for me, being a person that's like been doing this for a while and have seen this transition, it's like I can't even get on my app a lot, because I'm just like, man, what? But everybody's quick to put out information because we're in an information race. You know, even the media, they'll put out misinformation to be the first person to put out information. And that's what it is. Like, people don't even apply it to their own life. They just talk about things that sound good. Let me put this out. Let me sell people dreams that I ain't living so they can buy it. And that's the world we live in. Or let me be this person to capture people's attention. Let me act like I'm all loud and crazy, and that ain't really me. Like I said, man, I'm not about to sit here and talk about anybody, but to each his own, do what you do. But all I got to say is, man, just be transparent, be real, give your gift to the world, and don't fall for the trap of social media or any of this stuff. Seek fulfillment and peace. That's what life is about. It's not about a bank account. It's not about having millions of followers. This is me telling you this, somebody who has it. It's not about none of that. It's about having fulfillment and peace, because all those things, having all those things without fulfillment and peace will still equal an empty life. An empty life. All right, so let's get on live. We talking about, you want to get on live, bro? You want to ask me a question? All right, I'll bring you on live. What's up? We here, so let's do it. Yeah, everything ain't fake, though. Everything isn't fake. I know somebody said that. I don't think everything is fake. I just think people are too quick to put out information. People want to be popular. And for me, I never want to be that person. Like, and this is facts. Anybody who knows me on here, they'll tell you straight up. I'm probably the most down to earth person that you ever will meet. Ever. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this stuff, like, that's the thing I get all the time. People always say, man, like, you're so real. And I'll be like, why is that a surprise? Like, why is it a surprise that I'm like, but it is because you don't have a lot of people, you know, when people meet people that they look up to in person, it's a whole different vibe that they get from them. And energy don't lie. And so anybody's ever met me in person, they'll tell you straight up, like, the same person I am on here, the same person I am in person. Like, you know, I'm all of that stuff. So, but I just think people are trying to put out too much information. And we live in an age of information overload, and we wonder why we're stressed and all that type of stuff. What up, man? Yeah, I still write music. Oh, what's up, Ken? Yeah, I still write music, bro. Bro, I just got back from Eagle Mountain today, and we found some new trails, bro, that we never knew existed. It's crazy. It's like a whole new world out there.
Bro.
When you come to Forward, I gotta show you, like, yeah, like dope trails. Like, I was like, dang, this exists. I feel like I've never been. So it was cool.
Dang. All the times we went.
Man, I done been, bro. I've been going there for like 9 years, bro. And it's packed. It's packed now. But yeah, I went.
Yeah.
Like you see on my stories, like it was like just some like down in the valley parts, man. And just yeah, it was crazy. I was like, man, this is cool. So me and Shane, we shot a video out there today while we worked out too.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
What question? What question you got, man?
It had to do with relationships, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, so I'm in a relationship now with somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And growing up, I had a, um, growing up, I wasn't able to see like, parents, because Nigerians don't, they're not really affectionate like that. Some of them, so like, it's kind of hard to, show your love to someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, when you don't have that type of example um, at home.
Yeah.
So what do you think I should do? Because you're somebody who um, admire, somebody who's married,
Yeah.
and somebody who I feel is qualified for me to ask this type of question or advice, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so what do you think I can do about the affection part?
Yeah. So that's a great question, bro. And that plays a huge part in everything that we do, like how we're raised. Like I always say, like every human being, every adult, it may be not as extreme, some not extreme, but we're all trying to recover from our childhood, and we all have to unlearn what we've been taught, because we have to, even
Right.
from our parents, because we have to realize our parents, growing up, I think we all saw our parents as like superheroes, like they can't do nothing wrong, and all that stuff. But like, we got to realize they were
Right.
human beings too, trying to figure out how to love and figure out how to do certain things, or the way they were taught, continuing the cycle. So the first thing I would tell you is to develop your own meaning of what love is for you, right? And what it means to give that type of love, what it means to give that type of affection. And, I think sometimes, I know as men, we could be kind of hesitant to actually be affectionate. I know growing up, that was called being soft.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you get clowned for that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Especially Southwest side after work. You get clowned for that. So, but
Yeah.
you have to like break that stereotype, um, break that norm that's in your life, and you got to go on that journey. You can read books. I always say, seeking information is necessary, but you got to be careful of the information that you seek, because everybody's situation doesn't necessarily pertain to you. But I
That's
would just
true.
go. I would go on that journey, bro. I would open up my heart, and this is the thing that people don't understand about me, because they hear my videos and they think I'm telling people like, oh, close your heart. No, like open up your heart, open up your trust, because if you don't, then you're basically building a wall, right? And the wall that is preventing things from going out is also preventing things from going in. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, you have a risk of getting hurt. You have a risk of, your trust being all the abuse, all those things. But at the end of the day, you can live and learn from that, bro. So I would just tell you to open up, man. Open up and go for it, and be true to your true feelings. Because I know you soft inside anyway. So
Huh.
he looking like that.
Oh
No, man.
man, that's
And
yeah.
it's
I
okay,
mean,
bro. It's
you know
okay.
me
Like,
well, bro.
go write some
I learned it from
poems.
my dad. You know what I'm saying?
Go write some poems. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at my tattoo I just got from Maria. Look, I just got that. So
Okay,
like,
okay.
yeah. So I might take her get no tattoos. Like, I don't want to take it that far. Make sure she the one first. But
Yeah, yeah. I feel that.
but yeah, man. I don't think there's like a direct way for me to say, oh, you do this, you do this. I just feel like you break those curses, you unlearn, you realize that your parents are your parents, but you're not your parent. You have to your parents, and you have to discover love and what it means for yourself, and go on that journey. And you're gonna mess up, you're gonna figure out different things, man. But as you go on it, you'll learn more about yourself. Love. One book I'll tell you, like the love languages, is a great book. I read that book, and
Yeah.
have you heard of that book? Five Love Languages?
No, I haven't. No, I
Yeah,
haven't.
check out that book, man, because it's important. Because everybody has a different love language, right? And so when you're in a relationship, obviously a relationship means marriage means two people are coming together, but you're dealing with someone else, and
Yeah.
so it becomes you and it becomes we. It becomes us, and I think some of the mistakes that I made just growing up.
Somebody
And
tripping on
what are they talking about?
here. Yo, somebody tripping, yo.
What are they talking
Somebody
about?
said, yo, I got foot fetish, man. Do you have nice feet?
Oh my gosh.
My feet look all right. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, bro, like, so you have, that's funny, but you're not supposed to, but you're not supposed to respond to the crazy comments, because then that just invites other people to start doing it. You gotta just overlook
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I'm learning, bro. I'm learning.
But just check out the book, man, because you start to realize, like, because how you give love doesn't mean that that's the way they receive it. So, say in my situation, like Maria might tell me, like, Maria could tell me all the nice things in the world. Now, I appreciate it, but it's not gonna hit me as like support does, like, or supporting what I do, because I'm a person that receives love in a supportive way. I'm a person of action. So you got to realize what you're dealing with and how you receive love too. And so once y'all get that understanding, it makes the relationship a lot better, because sometimes you'll be like, oh, this person will love me because they didn't buy me flowers. And so Maria knows I hate getting flowers, but I also know she loves getting flowers. Right. I told her the other day, I was like, why do you want flowers? They die. I'm gonna get you a tree.
Oh man, that's funny. Or a chia pet.
Yeah, grow forever. We can look in the backyard. Our love grows, man. It ain't supposed to die, man. Flowers die. But yeah, bro. So yeah, man.
I got one more question, bro, if you don't mind. All right, so
bro, for sure.
You know how, like, I mean, you know me pretty well, right? And like, I know that I have like some issues with like confidence. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, how do I like work on that confidence without going too much the other way? You know what I mean? Where it gets to like pride. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So you don't want to be cocky. You just want to be, okay, I got you. So,
right.
When it comes to confidence, bro, like, I mean, there's so many things I could tell you, but I think confidence oh man, I could talk for an hour on this. So like, one thing of confidence is like giving yourself permission to not be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it like this.
Yeah.
Playing sports, right? Like, if you went out there and a receiver and you like, dang, I gotta run every route, right? I gotta catch every ball. Like, you're not gonna be as confident because you're gonna be thinking about it. Then basically you just going out there and say, I'm gonna play as best as I can play, and so I'm gonna just ball out that way, and then it's gonna happen. But you get to that point because of repetition, right? The more you put in work in something, the more you'll be confident at it. And then when it comes like as far as like emotional confidence, not necessarily like physical, like in something that you're doing, but emotional confidence, belief in yourself, you gotta realize, bro, like, the thing that helps me understand is like, there's nobody like you in the world, man. And I know that sounds like motivational, but it's not. Like, you're unique, and that's your gift. And like, there's nobody like you. And so that always brings confidence in me. And confidence can be silent, bro. Like, you don't have to talk a lot to be confident. Like, me, like, I'm a introverted person by nature, besides when I'm having to speak. And so don't be afraid of being confident. And people who respect your greatness will respect you for that. You're going to have people who don't like you, people who say, oh, you're cocky, whatever. Yeah. They're projecting themselves upon you. And so give yourself permission to fail. Give yourself permission to not be perfect. Give yourself permission to fall down. Give yourself permission to be your authentic self. And I think that's the way you build confidence, by showing up to the world, showing up to the world as you.
Appreciate it.
And go do what's on your heart, bro. Like, and I know, like, and I know you. So, like, whatever it is that you want to do, go do it, bro. Like, because it's hard to be confident in life when you're not doing what you want, when you're not doing what you're called to do with your life, right?
Yeah.
Like, so whatever that thing is, bro, just go for it.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.